I see Rich, Ernest, and Rated Frog. Hello. Ooh. Someone sent 100 gift, but what is your username? I'm so intrigued. What? Thank you for the gift, person. Is that... I don't know who that is. Matthew Clark is here. Lisa, Danielle, cheers. Is that you, Reaper? Hold on. Go to channel... Oh, it is you. Yeah, an ordinary Reaper. Okay, you changed your channel name. I don't even know how you can do that with all the symbols and stuff. That's super cool. Thank you. All right, Danielle, Shaika. Yes, 32, guys. I'm 32 years old. I have to get my earrings in. The eyes have always been there? Are you sure? Because I've always seen... I forget, Reaper or Ordinary Reaper on my side in the chat. Ernest, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I've been getting some more birthday wishes rolling through, which is just so nice. It was honestly such a great birthday weekend. Feels like non-stop action from Thursday until probably yesterday evening because I watched the Vikings game. Oh, all right, sorry, I went for a run today. I hopped in the shower, put up my hair. My hair is a bit wet, so it's like dripping, which is never fun. Okay. Okay, we got David is here, Reaper, Ernest. Wow, I am lucky. I keep getting gifted a membership. Thank you to whoever gifted it. I can't remember who would have been the gifter for you this time, Ernest. Maybe Cassidy? Not sure. I'm gonna put my phone stand up just a little bit. Like it's a little low. All right. Let's see. Shaika, thank you so much. David got the earrings in. Matthew Clark, Vikings, I thought they would do better. Okay, the thing is, when you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, there's always so much hope and hype, especially when we get a new person like JJ McCarthy. I'll say this, the season is still very young. It's only been two games, here we go. But like we were super excited about our win against the Bears last weekend or 2 weekends ago. But at the same time, I was like, guys, let's just remember the Bears are a terrible team. So like, it's great that we had I'm happy we had a good first game, but also I was like, it wasn't against a super competitive team. It's not like we were playing against Baltimore or the Giants, or not the Giants, who am I thinking of? The Bills, Chiefs. It's like, yeah. So yeah, the Vikings game this weekend was pretty bad. Lisa says it's your birthday week. Reaper, I just took out Reaper Void. Oh, okay. Shaika, I have not cooked anything yet. Lax Boy is here. NC, happy Monday to you as well. Mr. Tornado ASMR 6'7". That's the newest Gen Z, Gen Alpha slang that I've learned. Player is here. Hobie Sunshine. NC says, yep, I think it was Cassidy. Roger Hess, good to see you, Roger. Thank you, Rich, for all the members emojis. Hobie Sunshine, for y'all. OMG, I love your earrings, so cute. Where did you buy it? I got these on Amazon. Just go to Amazon, type in Jingle Bell Christmas earrings, and you should find at least something like these, or maybe these exact earrings. Rip Charlie Kirk, yes. Sean said hi. Samuel said hi. Carrie Hoke said hi. JJ McCarthy is hurt now, out at least 3 weeks. Really? What? Injury? Whoa. I totally missed this. When did this happen? Because he seemed fine the whole game last night. Whoa, I missed that news. That sucks. Raiders says ML. Okay. Reaper says, it's my girlfriend's birthday today. Happy birthday to your girlfriend who has a very close birthday to mine. Yes, for the September birthdays. Modern plebeians, or modern plebes. I love that. Kiara Reimer, thank you very much. Okay, I gotta get you guys the poll question. Birthday related. Guess my favorite B-Day event from this past weekend. Was it? Oh gosh. Visiting, and I did do all of these things. Visiting a Russian art museum. What else did I do? Downton Abbey movie. Ethiopian feast for B-Day dinner, or Chelsea, watching a Chelsea game at a, I'll just say Chelsea game at a British pub. There we go. I did all of these things for my birthday weekend. Guess which one was my favorite, guys? Let's see. Hobie Sunshine. Hey, I'm Braxton, says Ryder. Hi, Kevin, from the film Home Alone, okay. Matthew Clark, happy birthday, Mrs. Reaper, yes. Hi, Joel. Thank you, Sam. Dang it. Favorite breed of goldfish? I have no idea. Boo is here. Cosborn is here. Official Styro. I don't know if you remember me because I'm sure this is a frequently asked question, but I just wanted to pop back in and say I love your energy. Thank you, Official Styro. My channel it's like a mix of content at this point. I would say still most of the content I do is live streams. I go live 4 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I do long form videos that are vegan recipes. I like to cook, I like to bake, but also my long form videos can be brand collaborations. I've done vegan skincare, I've done tinted lip oils, I've done cookware. I recently had 3 different collaborations with a cookware brand. Knife set, oh my gosh, there have been so many collabs from this year. But yeah, like collab videos, travel videos, some fitness content, so it's a mix. Official Styro. Cosborn says, Miss Hannah the best. Official Styro, thank you. Joseph Hawthorne said hi. Reaper says definitely has to be the feast. Yabba dabba do. If you know, you know. Good to see you, yabba dabba do. Matthew, cheers to you. Joe Burrow out 3 months. I was so worried about this, Rich, because I was watching the Vikings game last night against the Falcons, and they, like, the commentators at halftime were panning over to other games, like games from yesterday, games from the weekend, or from the week, and they were showing footage of Joe Burrow. I don't know if he was limping, but it was basically him coming off the field, and I was like, oh no, Joe. I love Joe Burrow, so I'm very sad that he's gonna be out for so long. That sucks. Siraj is here. Randy Michael, are you watching the game tonight? I'm watching a replay of a game from this past weekend in the English Premier League. I am not watching, what game is tonight? I think it's the Texans versus the Buccaneers, but I didn't have a way to watch it. I haven't gotten around to buying my birthday present to myself, which is the NFL streaming app. I'm gonna get around to that, but I just didn't have a way to stream the Texans versus Bucks game tonight. So no, I'm not watching that. Hog, brutal game, but yeah, what was your experience like going to the US Bank Stadium to watch the game yesterday, Hog? 44 Carbine, NC says, ugh, Joe Burrow always getting hurt. It's so sad when players are just like plagued with injuries and it feels like they never get like a clean stretch of time to like accelerate as a professional athlete. It's it's so sad to me because you have to like work so hard and be so dedicated and so lucky to make it from high school football to college football to then getting drafted to an NFL team. And then you've made it to the NFL as a professional football player, and then you're just riddled with injuries and you don't actually get, it's like you spend so much of your professional athlete life riding the bench or like not even at the game because you have to go like recover and do PT. I'm not even a pro athlete, but I feel like that would be it would be so disappointing to be that elite and to be like, it's so rare to make it to any professional league. And then to just be battling injury after injury, you recover, you come back, you get a new injury, or you aggravate the old one, and it's like, oh my God. Oh, yes, these people are very fortunate, of course, to be pro athletes, but still, it's like clearly they love what they're doing and they're super talented. Corey Holmes is here. Randy says yes. Hello, ENG. Nobody. I'm just chilling on this Monday night. Raiders versus Chargers at 10 p.m. Definitely not going to watch that one. That's a bit too late. I have to go to work tomorrow. All right, BM Custom Furniture. Rogers fan, okay. I was at the Steelers game, very cool. Randy Michael, I don't have the ability to watch the game for free, nope. Jesse, how about them Bears? Bears not looking great. We won against them for our first game, but then we turned around and got smashed. Not smashed, but definitely soundly defeated by the Falcons last night, which was sad. Just a Dude says, injuries compound is why once your ankle is injured, your knees are more at risk. Yes. Cosborn, there are no mods right now, so it is not the mods. Don't blame my mods. Peggy Hecke, hello. Ordinary Reaper says, nobody. Ayo, dude. Avery Rich, hello. Nobody says, what's up, Void? Matthew Clark, I was practice squad for Bengals. That is crazy. Wow. To make it that far. Neck injury took me out from professional football. Whew. I mean, yeah, that, if any injury is gonna do it, I would say a neck injury is, yeah, that's gonna end that career path, sadly. All right, we got Reapers. Cheers to you, mate. Sianda from South Africa is here. Bananas MC says Falcons. Yes, the Falcons came here and beat us in Minneapolis last night. It was not a fun game to watch if you were rooting for the Vikings. Jesse says, thought they played the Lions and got whooped. Yes, Jesse. And also, for the Vikings' first game, we played the Bears, and we also beat them. I wouldn't say we whooped them, but let me check. Vikings, Bears score. Oh, no. It was close. So we played the Bears on Monday, September 8th. That was our first game. And we beat them 27-24. So it was actually pretty even. I don't know why I thought we beat them soundly. Packers look amazing. Just saying, it's not too late to change teams. I actually like the Packers, Jesse. Like, I have been to a Packers game at Lambeau Field, but I've never been to a Vikings game ever in my life. So, I mean, I love Wisconsin. I would move there if I could. If I had to pick like my second favorite state, it would be Wisconsin. I like the Packers. I got nothing against them. I like Aaron Rodgers. I love Lambeau Field. I love that the Packers is like a fan-owned franchise. Like, the ownership structure is super cool with the Packers. So, like, I'm not a Packers hater. Like, if the Packers are playing the Vikings, I will root for the Vikings, of course. But, I mean, if they're looking good, more power to them. I don't care. Just a dude, Brian Urlacher used to have a car dealership where I live. That's the closest I ever got to the NFL. That's funny. Let's see. Jesse says, I know you do. LOL. Yeah, I think the Packers are super cool. I feel like the energy of the Packers fans is like, it's like very intense and very aggressive, which I don't mind. I feel like Packers fans take their franchise like more seriously than Vikings fans do. It's not that the Vikings fans don't care, but I feel like it's maybe just a little lighter than the Packers fans. All right. Randy Michael says 4-man rush. How about I pull up just the live update for Texans? Hold on. Texans versus Buccaneers. Okay, Bucks are up 14-10. Oh, they only have 7 minutes left. Okay. Let's see what happens then. Very cool. Where are they playing? I cannot tell. Okay, anyway, sorry. Goomba is a Raiders fan. Okay. Randy Michaels says 4th down. Sumita's here. Richard Carlos, unfortunately, I really don't like baseball. I've been to baseball games in my life. I've been to Minnesota Twins games. I've been to, we have like a second division team that's like a feeder squad for MLB teams called the St. Paul Saints that are based in St. Paul, Minnesota. So like I've been to baseball games, but just like as a sport, not my fan, not a fan. Doesn't Disney Plus have ESPN? Yes, but ESPN isn't always covering the games, I've realized. Just a dude, baseball is great to play, but terrible to watch. Yes, I have all the respect. Anybody who is successful in their goal of becoming a professional athlete in any sport, mad respect. Like that is, you are such a statistical, like rare person to make it to professional sports. But it's not the athletes, it's the game. I just do not enjoy watching baseball as a sport. It's so boring to me. Richard Carlos says, unreal. Barry, thank you very much for the belated birthday wishes, Barry. Thank you. Salem is here. Randy, ESPN is covering the game tonight on ESPN Plus. Okay, I don't have ESPN Plus, but I have Disney Plus. You guys, the maze of streaming apps, it's like, this is exactly why I am gifting myself the NFL like streaming app, which is $15 a month. And honestly, I'll have it from September this month through probably the end of January, because then February is Super Bowl and I just go to my parents' house for that. But for like the next, 3 to 4 months, it's like, I'm just gonna get the NFL streaming app so that I don't have to be like, I literally tonight I checked Peacock, I checked Amazon Prime, I checked Disney Plus and couldn't find anything. And then I think I checked YouTube, because sometimes YouTube will stream games, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna save myself the trouble of looking through all of my apps every single time there's a football game and just pay the dang subscription fee every month of $15 so that I know I can access every single NFL game between now and January. Randy Michael also, it is also on Disney Plus. Okay, then maybe I'll turn that on. Looks like it'll be starting in like an hour and a half. Richard Carlos, yes. That is generally true, yes. New Year's babies. I think, September 13th, it's like, I was probably a New Year's Eve or close to New Year's Eve, baby creation. Let's put it that way. Barry says, all sports are boring to watch for me except martial arts and football. Okay. Nina said hi. Impact. Who's your favorite NFL team? The thing is, I love the Bears. I've said the Bears, but I feel like it's... there's so many teams I love. I'm not the kind of person where I'm like all in on one franchise. And this goes for other sports too. So, excuse me. Sorry, I just ate dinner before this. Favorite NFL team is probably... is it the Bears? I would say it's like a tie between the Bears, the Vikings, and the Packers. Because I think about like my upbringing, all the places we would go for family vacation and road tripping. We would go every summer to Wisconsin, and we had a cabin there, and we would vacation there. So I've spent so much of my life in Wisconsin. I've been to Lambeau Field, been to a Packers game. Let's see, and then Chicago. That was like deluxe road trip growing up. I loved going to Chicago. I love Soldier Field, and I don't mind watching the Bears. So it's kind of between those three teams. Vikings, obviously, because I'm from Minnesota. Packers, because I love Wisconsin and have a lot of fond memories in Wisconsin. And also Packer fans just like crack me up. Like they're so aggressive, and I'm like, okay, like you can be aggressive, that's fine. Like I'm not gonna match your energy, but it's more like I'm entertained by the intensity and the aggression of Packers fans. Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Richard Carlos, no. I am not an elementary school teacher, but a lot of people ask me if I'm a teacher of some kind. I was a teacher for 1 year. I taught English overseas in Munich, Germany for 1 year. I really liked it, but honestly, 1 year was enough for me to realize I did not want a career in teaching. People love teaching. Like so many people go into teaching. For me personally, I feel like it would get repetitive, like teaching the same, depending on what type of teacher I was, it'd be like teaching the same concepts over and over. Yeah, I love like really complex things. I love analytical tasks. Being a teacher was not the best fit for me, but I did like it when I worked as an English teacher. Bison, Cosmore in Chicago has an awesome museum. Yeah, it's got several, I think. Trying to think which one I've been to. Is it the Natural History Museum? No. Which museums are in Chicago? Let's see. The Field Museum. That's the one I've been to. It's their Natural History Museum. Yes, I've been to the Field Museum. I don't think I've been to the planetarium. I feel like I've been to a conservatory there for music. Yeah, but for sure the Field Museum I've been to. All right. Black is here. Wait, Black, you're a member. Did you change your username? Black, only me.com. Or maybe you were gifted a membership. Anyways, Whirlybird. Ooh, can you talk about the biggest regret of your life and how you let it go and move forward? Oh my God. I don't know. Honestly, like, I would not change my life course. I would not want to be anywhere else right now other than right here doing this. Regret? I don't know. I'm happy to say I don't, like, I currently at age 32, as of Saturday, I just turned 32. There's like not anything, if I could go back and like wildly alter my life, I would not change it. So I don't know. I feel like I don't have any like massive regrets right now. If any regrets, it might have been like if I had had like one last like little meetup with a friend before we kind of like lost touch, or maybe I like, you know, sassed back at someone. Where I can think of one where, yeah, like I would say like a regret where I look back and I'm like, I could have been nicer in that scenario. Like I felt kind of bad afterward, was just like getting harassed it gets very old. I feel like any female will tell you this, especially who lives in a city, like it gets very, very old. And so there was one time I was sitting in a Starbucks with my sister. This was like this summer. It was not that long ago. And it's like, you can just tell, like when some dude is just like hanging around and it's just like, go away. Like I'm not here to chat people up. And so me and my sister were just hanging out there, and then sure enough, this dude is like wandering around, coming by our seats, going away, coming back, and I'm just like, oh, here we go. Some more BS. And sure enough, he's like starting to make some comments, and I was there like working on my computer, and I just turned my head around, and I was like, I'm not here to talk to people, or I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to work. I snapped. I was just like, go away. Like, I don't want to talk to you. And I remember he looked like shocked, and then he left. And I just remember I like felt kind of bad. I was like, I could have handled that in a nicer way. Like I didn't have to snap at him. I think my patience was running thin, and I could just like feel the annoyance. But yeah, I wish I could go back and handle that more politely. Like I could have said it in a nicer way, but I just was like, I'm so annoyed. Clesio, good to see you. Schooling, where am I here? 1 point game here in week 2, says Randy. Oh, Black, okay, sorry. Black was asking, would you do another 24-hour stream again? Okay, so there is already another 24-hour stream that is happening. So I should leave this as a trivia question, actually. Once I close the current trivia question, I will plug in a new one. But yes, I have decided I'm doing another 24-hour live stream. I'll do a trivia question as to what the dates will be for that 24-hour live stream. But yes, to answer your question, there is one that is on the calendar already. Yabba dabba doo, what else did you get from the pumpkin shop? Anything suitable for Christmas decorations? No. So I will show you guys the glass pumpkin that I got. I will make this a vlog. I decided not to post today because I was just so tired from this weekend. I didn't have time to edit a video. But I do have a glass pumpkin vlog for you guys in the works. I'm editing it currently. All right, guys, so behold the beautiful glass pumpkin. Oh, sorry, my hands are a little, I don't know what's on them, but I want to make sure my hands are clean. So this is the glass pumpkin that I got at the glass pumpkin event. Isn't it beautiful? Like 360, I'll be super careful. But you guys, like, this is all made out of glass. The stem, the little curly Q thing on top. This is what the bottom looks like. And so this is like the event that I went to. It's called, so it's the University of Minnesota. That's the logo right there. And so the U of M has this beautiful, I don't know what exactly you would call it. It's not a campus, but it's just this like beautiful greenery. It's a huge property. And there's just different plants and exhibits there, and it's called the Landscape Arboretum. And they do this fundraiser called the Glass Pumpkin Patch every September. And they have live artists there, glass workers who, I don't know if that's the right word, but like glass artists who are like doing demos. That'll be in the vlog. Stay tuned for it, because I filmed the guy doing the demonstration of the glass pumpkin. Actually, the guy who I filmed made this pumpkin, like his name, and they had like a little bio easel next to his stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I have to buy this pumpkin because I love it. And two, I want to support this guy who did the demo. But yes, this is from the Glass Pumpkin Patch. I went to this event on Thursday night last week. It was very fun. Michael Schultz, I had a great day. I didn't work today. I had the day off. My long 5-day birthday weekend is over as of tonight. So I've been off of work since last Wednesday evening. I had last Thursday off, I had last Friday off, and I had today off. But I gotta go back to work tomorrow, Tuesday morning. All right. We've got, oh, Recarex. Oh my gosh, wow. Thank you for letting me know, Black, that it's you, Recarex. NC, Ethiopian feast sounds delicious. Yes, it was very delicious. Whirly Bird says, happy birthday, Hannah. I am happy that you are feeling very comfortable with your life so far. Yes, I'm very, very happy with my life. Like, looking back on my life, there obviously, like, I've made mistakes. I have, you know, there are times where I feel like I could have been faster with a decision, or I could have been nicer with a comment, or, you know, I made a mistake and it cost me like several $100s, or I bought something and it was a complete waste and it ended up in the garbage. Like, there's like things like that where you look back and you're like, it would have been nice to not make that mistake because it would have saved me, you know, this trouble, this money, this discomfort, whatever. But honestly, I will say at age 32, there is nothing I look back on and I like deeply, like there's nothing that haunts me like right now where I wish like, oh my God, I totally made the wrong choice, or I acted in a way that I wish I could just change and it changed my life. I do not have any significant regrets at this point. And that's like, I'm like trying to live the rest of my life like that, because I just don't want to be haunted by stuff that you can't change anyways. I feel like that would be pretty tough. Cosborn is 32. Damian Khan, thank you for the birthday wishes. TW, do you stay away from food dyes even if they are vegan, or do you allow them? Boy, I would say on the day-to-day, I eat very like clean whole foods, like literally salad with olive oil and zucchini and tofu. What else? I'm trying to just like paint a picture here, like roasted potatoes, tofu scramble. It's like just like the plainest foods where there's no room for dye because I'm making the food from scratch. I just made hummus a few nights ago and it had like chickpeas, lemon juice, tahini, olive oil, salt, and like pepper, and that's about it. So when I do decide to eat like a slice of cake or a cookie, or say like it's Halloween and I want a piece of candy, if it's like a one-off treat that has like red 40 or some kind of dye, I'm just like, you know what? I feel like I eat so clean 80 to 90% of the time that when I do decide to have a treat, it's so seldom that I really don't care. I'm not trying to eat like toxic poison stuff, but it's just so infrequent that I'm like, what is like one donut with like bright red frosting and artificial sprinkles? Like in the grand scheme of my life, like that probably won't destroy me. So I'm actually not too picky about dyes because when I do decide to eat junk food, I'm just like, I don't really care. Like it's okay once in a while. Put a different way, if I were to say it differently, like when I decide to like have a indulgent treat, like a sweet treat, like French fries, donuts, cupcakes, whatever, Halloween candy, if I'm going all in on a treat, like I'm not trying to have a healthy treat. I don't really care what's there. So I guess to answer your question, all to say, in summary, I don't stay away from food dyes, but they don't happen to be part of my diet 80 to 90% of the time anyways. So the other 10 to 20% when I eat junk food, they might be there and I'm not really checking. Your fave Mexican, he was a YouTube fan, poor guy. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm late to your comment. Damian Khan, how are you? Also, I wanted to say thank you to Andy Herring before this time is out. I hate how YouTube gives you like a limited time to reply to a super chat. Thank you so much for the birthday super chat, Andy. Excuse me. It was a really fun live stream on Saturday and a wonderful 5-day long B-day weekend. Back to work bright and early. Oh, come on, keyboard, tomorrow. Thank you very much, Andy. Okay. NC, did you cook at home or did you go to an Ethiopian restaurant? So, for the Ethiopian feast, I went to a restaurant. Captain Jed's airboat. Oh, yes, I know, it was brutal. It was brutal, but it's too early in the season to really say, and I want JJ McCarthy and the whole team to do well, but I was like, okay, we beat the Bears, but they're not the most competitive team. It's not like we beat the Chiefs. It's not like we beat I don't know how the Lions are looking, but it's not like we beat a super, super sharp team. We beat the Bears, and they're honestly not that great. So I was like, we'll see what happens with the Falcons, and it just was like such a boring game to watch last night. Whirly Bird, LOL, I watched a whole how is it made type of video on the fabrication of handmade blown glass pumpkins. Awesome pumpkin, says Dylan, thank you. Matthew Clark, what was the most expensive glass pumpkin that they had there? Was it fantastical? I would say, so like for example, this one, God, don't want to break it, that'd be so sad. This one was $90. I know it's backwards for you guys. Which for me, I was like, it's a fundraiser, it's going to support an artist. Like, I'm happy to give like a donation to support somebody. So, and also just invest in a really pretty piece that I want to keep for a lifetime. So this size was 90. I would say the biggest price I saw, because some of the glass pumpkins were maybe like twice this size. I saw some that were like 200, 250. I'm guessing there were some there, because there were some really, really like intricate and patterned, like different types of glass type of pumpkins. Those probably were closer to like 500. So I was like, yep, not looking to drop hundreds and hundreds of dollars on one item. But this one I was like, that I'm happy, like, this is basically like a grocery run if I need to, you know, load up on groceries. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy myself this cute glass pumpkin. Yabba dabba doo. Snappy Hannah, you did right. Sometimes guys must creep girls out. Yes. Oh my God. Yep. It gets old. It gets very old. Any female can tell you this. Any female who has like lived and worked in I would say like in a city where it's like you're walking down sidewalks, you're dressed for work, or you're just dressed in a cute outfit. Like, come on. And you're just getting the cat calls, you're getting the creepy looks, you're getting you're getting followed. Like, that's happened to me. It's so freaking annoying. But yes, I could rant about this for this whole live stream. I won't do that. But it is I would say that it's such a shared experience among women who just are out and about and having unwanted attention. It gets very old. Matthew Clark, is that Fabergé? This pumpkin is not. I think my mom was saying it kind of looked like it could have been a Fabergé. I don't even know how to say that. Fabergé pumpkin. Whirlybird Arboretum, Touchdown Houston, okay. Whirlybird says, you're so cute with your pumpkin. Thank you very much. Dylan Courier says, yay, happy fun day off. Yes, you guys. Oh, I've gotten so used to my schedule of waking up at 10 in the morning, and now I have to go to work for my 9 a.m. job. So yeah. Boy, I feel like I'm really caught up on sleep though. I've been sleeping so good, like 9 to 10 hours most nights this 5-day weekend. It's so great. I feel like I really took advantage of my days off and was able to catch up on sleep, but also knock out some chores and still do fun stuff for my birthday. Randy Michael says 2 minutes to go. Okay, that means this game must be pretty much in the bag. Let's refresh my browser. Ooh, 34 seconds. And the Texans, who has it? No, the Buccaneers have it. Ooh, what's gonna happen? Okay. Just a dude. Candy corn looks like a corn if you make a circular stack of them. Okay. Zul F. Ali, Charisse Brewster is here. In the Loop Network, Rip Charlie. Yes, Rip Charlie Kirk. I don't go into my own political views on here, but I mean, I knew of Charlie Kirk because he had a huge platform, and it was just a gut punch. Like, anybody who gets assassinated, like, again, like here in Minnesota, we had State Senator Melissa Hortman in, I think it was July, but she was assassinated in her home with her husband, and I think the dog too. So like, that brutal assassination was really, it just was like, it cast this like dark cloud over the following few days. I just was like, man, that is disturbing. And now of course, like, the Charlie Kirk thing is everywhere. So I mean, yeah, I won't get into like what his views are versus what my views are, but it just like, oh my God, very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. 245 Graffiti said hi. Randy Michael, yes, I am checking the score, and I see that there's 9 seconds left of this Buccaneers-Texans game. Let's see what's gonna happen. Charisse, thank you for the birthday wishes. CWL, good to see you. I feel like I gotta back this up because it's a little bit out of the picture. Sauce and Sam is here. Clint Torrett. I feel like that's a word trap. Thank you. Cosborn. Hannah, if you were a fruit, you would be a pineapple. Nice. If I had no choice and I had to change myself into a fruit, I don't know what I would be. I've never thought about that before, but thanks, Cosborn. Toss and Sam. You're 10 years older than me. You're 32 and I'm 23. Just about, yep, just about a decade. Antonio Salazar, great to see you. Randy, you're missing a great first week 2 game. That's okay. I was blown away by the Bills-Ravens game during week 1. That like set the tone for this league. I was like, let's effing go. Like these 2 teams, I would love to see either of them in the Super Bowl. I actually thought one of either the Bills or the Ravens would end up in the Super Bowl game earlier this year. It didn't happen that way, but yeah, dude, that game, one of the best games of NFL football I have seen ever, probably. Hog, how do people meet other humans these days? LOL. I mean, speaking as a 32-year-old, I would say I have met friends. I mean, unfortunately, it's been mostly school. Like, most of my friends come from high school, like K through 12. Undergrad, I also have friends from grad school. Work, like if you work a 9-to-5 job, that's like a natural place where you can meet people and become friends with them. And then I think there's like groups you can join, like there's running groups, there's I'm trying to think, like co-ed leagues, like if you want to play a sport. I mean, I think if you're out of school and you're working a 9-to-5 job and you're still looking for friends, I feel like you then have to like get out into the community and join like clubs and stuff. If you have like a family, for example, like if you have kids, I know a lot of people who have made, like if you're the parent, like parents have made really good friends through their kids' activities, like friends with other parents, you know, carpooling, whatever. J.R. Phillips, good to see you. Let's see. Sauce and Sam, Matthew Clark. I was kidding. I just meant that your pumpkin looks awesome. No, I think I understood what you said. Sauce and Sam says that was brutal. Barry, did you watch the Cowboys game? I watched the Cowboys versus the... Did they play the Eagles week 1? I did not watch. I don't know like who the Cowboys played this week 2. Let's see. Andy Herring, are you fully recovered from the 24-hour stream? I think so. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been waking up every morning this 5-day weekend, and it's been like 9-10 hours of sleep, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel amazing, because I don't usually get that much sleep during my 9-to-5, like Monday through Friday. Yeah, I would say I feel like I'm fully caught up. I don't feel like I've had any recent night, like from the past week even, where I was like really short on my sleep. It feels like for the last straight week, I have gotten a minimum of like probably 8.5 hours, but it's been closer to 9 or 10. Randy says, this is a great game tonight. Okay. Oh my gosh, whoa! The Bucks pull it off. Okay. I'll have to watch the replay of that game. Thank you for letting me know, Randy. Sauce and Sam, nonstop violence. Yes, yeah. I mean, I feel like the political violence specifically is very, it's just very like eerie, and it's felt so frequent. That's what's like really disturbing. So yeah, horrible. Do you have 2 identical pairs of shoes in the background? I do, humans again, correct. So the reason why I have identical pairs of shoes is because I'm a distance runner. I run marathons. I'm training for a half marathon in a few weeks. And one of the cardinal rules when you are training for a distance race, never, ever, ever train in one pair of shoes. Always have 2 broken in pairs of shoes, because this has never happened to me, but I knew it was like a family friend who had trained for a marathon, and he got to like 2 days before the full marathon race, and the one pair of shoes that he had trained in broke. Like the entire sole came off of one of his shoes, and he's like, oh my God, I literally don't have a second pair of shoes that I've broken in. So he decided to run his marathon in a new pair of shoes. And let me tell you, that is so bad for your feet, for your legs, for your whole thing. So pro tip, if you are ever training for a distance race, or if you have any race, like a 5K, a 10K, 10 mile, half marathon, ultra marathon, always, always, always have at least 2 pairs of running shoes that you're rotating. So like every other day, like I just switch up which pair of shoes I'm training in. Like I went for a 6-mile run today. I forget which of these shoes I ran in today, but it's like usually I'll leave the pair on the floor, and then whichever one is on the shoe rack I'll run in the next day. But like, just don't put yourself in the position, please, where you could get to your race day and then for some reason your shoe, one or both of your shoes breaks, like something falls off, like the toe box like rips or whatever, because like you will have such horrible blisters, and you may even lose toenails if you have to run in a pair of shoes that are not broken into your foot. Brutal. It's so bad. Okay. Hog says avocado from Mexico. Okay. Shuaib is here. Yabba dabba doo. It's nice when you buy something direct from the artist or creator. Yes. That was part of the decision of buying this pumpkin, because there were hundreds, if not thousands of, you will see it in the vlog that I post, but there were so many pumpkins to choose from, and I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna pick from all these pumpkins. And I saw this, I loved the gold color, I loved the size, I thought the price was decent. Like, I was like, okay, it's 90 bucks. And then when I saw it was the artist who had given the demo of his glass pumpkins that I had just watched a few minutes prior, I was like, that is my sign right there. I am gonna buy this pumpkin that I think is really pretty, and I wanna support the artist who I just saw give a demo. So that was like a major deciding factor to buy this pumpkin. Frisco9 is asking, will you be going to any World Cup game in the US, Canada, or Mexico? My plan for next summer is actually to go to all 3 countries. I want to go to at least 1 game in Canada, 1 game in the United States, and 1 game in Mexico. I'm looking to go, I don't know about Canada. I haven't decided which of the cities to pick for the World Cup game or games, but I definitely want to go to Kansas City for, oh, come on here. We've got, Kansas City, that is the city that I want to go to for the Men's World Cup next summer. And then I am planning on going to Mexico City for the Mexico trip, like for the Mexico game. So I've decided on Kansas City and Mexico City. I just don't know, I think it's either Vancouver or Toronto, and I don't know which of those 2 cities in Canada I would like to go to. Let's see, Yabba dabba doo, it's nice. Okay, saw that one. Cosborn, 9 to 10 hours of sleep. Oh yeah, I love sleep. Bishop Bullwinkle, it was a wonderful weekend. Also, I'm gonna close this poll in a minute, so vote if you have not. Guess my favorite birthday activity from this long 5-day weekend. Cowboys beat the Giants in overtime, very nice. Also, it's 9 p.m. and I kind of want to make myself an evening coffee. So let me maybe rapid fire get through these comments and then make myself a coffee. The Bucks won. Yes, Randy, I saw. Rob Faye, how's life in Arizona? DJ David said hi. Blah blah said hi. Cosborn says, let's see them. What's your brand? If you're talking about the shoes, I run exclusively in Brooks shoes. I will show them to you, but they're a little dirty, so I'm gonna try and not get like dirt onto my countertop. Here, I'll just show you one of them. This one doesn't look too dirty. So this is the model of shoe that I run in. You can see it says Brooks on the side. And then the model is Adrenaline GTS, I think. And then this is from, usually it'll give a year, 22. So these are actually pretty old. I found that the 2022 model was like, it fit my foot really well. So I don't know if they're still selling any from 2022. But yes, this is the model of running shoe that I run in. Brooks Adrenaline. Super, super great. I run all of my marathons in Brooks Adrenaline shoes. Barry says that pumpkin looks dope. Isn't it great? I think my favorite part is this curly Q on the top. I love how it just lays across the top of the pumpkin. Yeah, so, so cool. All right, DJ David is here. Safia is in Nigeria. The second game is on already? Really? So that is the Chargers game right now, right? Is it Chargers? Yeah, oh my God, they just started. I thought it was way later. Okay, it started at 9 p.m. my time. Where can I watch this game? Where can I watch the Chargers versus Raiders game streaming? Which apps? ESPN, Fubo, YouTube TV. It does not say Disney, although it does say ESPN. Let's see, Disney Plus. You can stream the Chargers Raiders game on PennLive.com. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can get it on Disney Plus. It's like you have to have a bundle with ESPN and Hulu, and I'm like, okay, I don't think that's me. So we'll see. Frisco, you should check out Mexico City's Museum of Anthropology. I know, you guys. I've heard the best things about Mexico City. I hear it's really, really fun. I can't imagine how insane Mexico City is gonna be for World Cup soccer. I feel like people are gonna lose their minds. So, yeah, I'm very excited for that. And I actually need to Google this. When do FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets go on sale? Oh my God. They're on sale in phases. Oh my God. Oh, you guys, I'm so glad I Googled this. It says, the FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets are on sale in phases. The first phase, a Visa pre-sale draw, having opened on September 10, like literally a few days ago, and it closes on September 19th. Successful applicants in this draw can purchase tickets starting October 1st on a first come, first served basis. Oh my God, I should do that because it's ending in 4 days. Requires a FIFA ID. I don't even know what that means, but I should put that on my to-do list. I don't have my notepad here, but oh my God. I feel like this is gonna be stressful, guys. Chakras is here. Kirby is here. Hi, Kirby, how are you? Cosborn says Halifax, Nova Scotia is pretty cool. Chaseport, Loser88, Seen the Glass Blower on my YouTube shorts. Dofu is a free app. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to close this poll. Excuse me. Chakras, Yabba Hannah, I've been watching the World Athletes in Tokyo. So has my dad. He was just telling me about it yesterday. The men's marathon was so funny. There was a false start, but they kept on running. The finish was almost a dead heat. Okay. Chakras, I recently had a birthday. I turned 32 on September of this weekend. Dylan Courier, we've been talking about the glass pumpkin event that I went to. We've been talking about my Brooks Adrenaline running shoes. We've been talking about the men's FIFA World Cup next summer, my birthday weekend. So my birthday was on Saturday, 2 days ago, but I have been off of work since Wednesday night. So I took Thursday, Friday off last week, and then Monday off today. It's been a wonderful 5-day weekend, and I guess I'm kind of ready to go back to work, but the thing is, when you take time off of work for more than maybe like a day or two, I just know there's gonna be so many emails. Like I feel like half of my day tomorrow is gonna be just reading through emails and responding to people who sent me something and now they're waiting for me to get back. So I'm like, all right, gotta get caught up. Longtime Kirby, says Rich. All right, so the trivia question that I put first tonight, guess my favorite birthday event from this past weekend. I did all 4 of these things, and you guys did great on the poll. My favorite event from this weekend was Ethiopian Feast for birthday dinner. I went out for my birthday dinner on Saturday night. I was there with my family. My grandparents came to dinner as well. They all brought amazing gifts. I actually want to show you a few of these gifts. Yeah, and then I had Missir Wat, so I decided to do a pick 3 vegan veggie combo for my dinner. So I did Missir Wat, which is spicy red lentils. I did Shiro Wat, which I like to call Habesha hummus, because it's basically like a chickpea puree that's with Ethiopian spices, but it's basically like a hummus dip made with chickpeas. And then the third thing I got was tikil gomen, which is made with yellow cabbage and carrots and maybe potatoes as well. So those were the 3 I picked, and then we got some, they're called sambusas. They're similar to samosas that you would get in Indian cuisine. They're like these triangle little, not wontons, but I don't know what you would call them, pockets with lentils in them. Yeah, it was just so delicious. Kirby, Troy Reese said hi. Hog Hog Dofu is a free sports streaming app. Okay. Chakras, thank you. Cosboard, Hannah, what does a normal weekend look like for you? Great question. So, normal weekend, Saturday to Sunday for me. Friday night, honestly, I like to keep I go live on Friday nights, so I go live on Fridays. That's like the start of my weekend. My Friday night live streams are usually 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer. And then honestly, by Friday night, I'm so tired from my job that I'll usually just end the live stream, and then I will go to sleep. And as much as I possibly can, I try to keep Saturday all the way until 12 o'clock noon. I try to keep Saturday for myself. So I sleep in on Saturdays because usually I'm behind on sleep by Friday from work. So I will go to sleep on Friday night. I'll sleep in until usually 10, like 9:30 or 10 in the morning. Get up, get ready, put in my contacts, get dressed, make some coffee, and then I like to do Saturday like pop-up live streams. Not every Saturday, but a lot of Saturdays I'll go live in the morning. I love to watch Premier League soccer on weekends when the league is in season. So I will, live stream on Saturdays, I would say like maybe half of the time. I'll turn on Premier League soccer, drink my coffee, eat a little Catalina Crunch, which is my favorite protein cereal right there. And then I would say like ideally, like I try to not have social plans on Saturday. I try to like schedule friend time or family time on Sundays. So for the rest of Saturday, like once I'm done with the live stream, once I'm done watching Premier League soccer games for the day, I will usually work out. I like to like go for a nice run outside because you just have more time on the weekend. You're not like rushing to get home and go to sleep for, the next day of work. So I like to work out Saturday afternoon, and then Usually Saturday evening, I'll throw on a Netflix show, and then I'll be editing a YouTube video that I'm trying to get posted by the coming Monday. And then Sunday, again, I'll try to sleep in if I can, and then it's usually like I'll have brunch with friends, I'll be, out hiking, walking, trying a new cafe. Usually Sunday is my more social of the days, so ideally I've found that this has worked well for me in terms of just recovering over the weekend and making sure I'm not just completely burned and tired by Sunday evening. I try to keep one day of my weekends pretty much just for me, where I don't have to be anywhere, I don't have to drive, I don't have to figure out logistics, there's literally like nothing I have to do, which that tends to be Saturday. And then Sunday, I try to plan like family, friend, that's like my social day. Like I prefer Sunday to be my social day. And then I also do my Sunday night live streams at 8 p.m. So that's usually what my weekends look like, Cosborn. Okay. World Cup will be 10 minutes from me, dude. Rich, you are so lucky. I wish that there was a close city for me. Like even Chicago did not get it's not a host city. The closest city in the United States that's hosting FIFA World Cup games next summer is Kansas City, which is like a 9.5 hour drive. I don't know how long it is to fly there because I've never been there before, but you are so insanely lucky that you have, like, if you want to not even like go to games, but if you just want to check out like the fan zone and like buy merchandise and just hang around the stadium, like you don't have to think about airfare, you don't have to think about hotels, you don't have to think about eating out for all your meals as someone on vacation. Like that is so nice that you're already there. I wish I could say the same. Kirby says, please do. Kirby, if I get tickets, you in? Dylan Courier says, cool, show and tell. NC says, yum, sounds like a great time. It was wonderful. Thank you, Reaper, for sending more gifts. Carlos de la Cruz. What shampoo or conditioner do you use? I'll just type it in here. Carlos. I use the Acure brand for both shampoo and conditioner. I also use Love Your Curls for my styling cream, I guess you would call it. Hi, Tamara Fletcher, good to see you. Tamara says, but why not pumpkin earrings? I actually have pumpkin earrings. I just have not been able to like stab them through my ears yet. They're harder to get through compared to these guys, but I do have pumpkin earrings. Brent Lang, answer to the poll question, Ethiopian feast with my family. Yabba says, dang, didn't know, thought it would have been Downton Abbey. Nope. Dylan Courier, will you post a walk with me on YouTube? I have a few walking videos actually, if you go and look through them. Reaper with the Dexter emoji and also Kirby. Rich says, I could walk to the games. Oh my God. That is so, you're so fortunate that that's how it has happened to be with the World Cup. That's crazy. Chip Broadhead is here. How was your weekend? It's been really good. So today is the 5th and final day of my long weekend. I do have work tomorrow, but it has been really relaxing, but also very busy in a good way. So it's been a good balance of, yeah, just getting all the sleep that I need and want, and also doing fun birthday stuff. Let's see. We got, who else? Maxwell, hello. My Monday was great. I didn't have to work today because I had the day off today. Ooh, I see a clutch emoji, or not emoji, but a gift. Was that from you, Reaper, I think? It was Reaper, yes. That's cool. Family is important, says Brent Lang. Okay, let me put my second trivia question in here, guys. Let's see. Gotta get a clock emoji for this. Who knows when my next 24-hour live stream will be? Who can tell me? Is it gonna be, let's just pick some days. October 1 to 2, October 15 to 16, will it be November 1 to 2, or will it be November 29 to 30? Who remembers when it will be? Because someone asked this earlier, I cannot remember who it was. I think it was Rex. I am doing another 24-hour live stream. So see if you can get this one right. Reaper says, I saw it, thought it looked cool. It was clutch. Yeah, what I would do, have you seen the prices for the World Cup? Even the ones at the back are insanely expensive. The ticket touts will make a killing. Yeah, I mean, it's the men's World Cup. It's gonna be crazy expensive, unfortunately, but my goal is to go, regardless of the price. Ernest says, I know one person, you. Mark Hernandez says, Mexico 2026, yes. I want to make myself a cup of decaf coffee because that just sounds really good. So what I'll do is I'll turn, oh God, not break this. I'm going to turn this over here so you can see my lovely kitchen. I've got my coffee bar over here, and I am going to use Cornelius, the candy corn mug, and make myself some decaf coffee. So let's do this. Lisa says, I'll take one. Dylan Courier, all the World Cup talks make me want to watch the movie Trapped. Ooh, the movie Trapped. What's that about? Sorry, my coffee machine is so loud. Randy Michael, are you watching the game? Currently, no. I don't think I have a way to watch it. Actually, let me do some quick dishes too. Put away some dishes. How about? Hopefully you guys can still see me. Brent Lang, that candy drinking apparatus is the candy corn I'd be putting in my mouth. Okay. Nice. Mark Hernandez says, cool. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Yeah. So let me quickly... Just putting away some dishes. This guy. Chip Rodhead. Let's see. The UK boxing star has passed away. The only UK boxing star that I can think of, I don't even think this is correct, is Conor McGregor. Is he even a boxer? I need to look this up. UK boxing star passes away. Ricky Hatton? Huh. I've never heard of him before, but that is really sad. That's super young. It looks like they don't know how he passed. Oh no, he was found in his home. What are people saying? Be sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already. Ricky Hatton says Rich. Brett Lang, Chip Broadhead, Dylan Courier. It is about a serial killer trapped at a concert with his daughter. Oh wait, I know that movie. I totally know that movie. It's called Trap, not Trapped. And it's by M. Night Shyamalan, and it stars, what's his face? He's from Minnesota. Oh, what's his name? This is gonna drive me insane. I keep wanting to say Josh. Josh. Oh, you guys totally know who this guy is. He was in 30 Days of Night. He was in, oh, what's his name? Trap? Featuring, oh, this is driving me crazy. I cannot pull his name out of my brain. What's his name? I'm not gonna think of it. Brent Lang. Yabba-dabba-doo. I'm going to make my first hot chocolate of autumn. Woo! With fresh milk from your cows. Dang, there's no beating that. Chip Broadhead, he was from Manchester, England. Did anyone see the masterclass performance Crawford put on? I heard about that, but I did not watch it. Kirby. Dylan Courier, what kind of snacks are you going to have during the world? I think it is Josh. Yes, Josh Hartnett, I think is his name. Yes, thank you. Canelo got schooled. Kirby. Lisa says Garnett. Crawford fight, missed it. Hartnett. Yep, Hartnett. Missed it, Chip. Yeah, I missed that fight. I'm not one to really watch fights, but I heard a lot about that one. I feel like there was so much hype leading up to it. Let's see. I'm just plain old Bill. Hello, Bill. Missed the boxing match on Netflix, says Chip Broadhead. Yes, Lisa, I know. Spell check is the worst. But you nailed it. It was Josh Hartnett who was in Trap. Kirby, I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill from Schoolhouse Rock. Lost 50 on Canelo, says Hog Hog. Okay. Yes, be careful putting away dishes. Don't I know it, Dylan? Tragically, I have broken some sentimental glasses putting away dishes because I was not careful. Kirby with the Hog Hog and Kirby emoji. I'm just calling that the Kirby emoji. Randy, 3-3 game on Monday Night Football. William Paul, good to see you. How have you been? I'm just putting away some dishes, and I think I got all the stuff out of my dishwasher, so I'm going to start loading this up with, I don't know if you can really see the dishes going on in here. I got way too much stuff going on my countertop, but I'm just going to start loading up the dishwasher with some dirty dishes. Gosh, here I am on day 5 of my long vacation, and I still feel like I did not get completely caught up on my chores and stuff. Ugh. But honestly, I don't regret it because I feel like I prioritized relaxing, being a bum, being out and about with loved ones, friends, family for birthday stuff, taking it easy, not trying to be productive during the day. So I'm just like, oh well, it'll get done eventually. It's like I'm still caught up. Yeah. Maybe this guy. Okay. Maybe put this over here. Oh. Randy, they're showing Brooks shoes on TV now. Excellent. They're great shoes. Cosmorin, is there a Mr. Hannah? I actually don't talk about my personal romantic life on here. Dylan Courier, I have actually been watching a lot of documentaries about men's bear wrestling. I'm glad it got phased out. American history is sometimes weird. Oh man, I don't like the sound of bear wrestling. Seabass, hello. Yosef, Rich. Kirby knows this, but I forgot to mention I won. Whoa! Rich, what? I love that for you. Congratulations. Holy smokes. So well deserved, Rich. Wow. Fun Ventura, thank you very much. Class 21, good to see you. Andrew Sabini, good to see you. Spoke to a member of your Secret Service today in central London. He was with our bomb squad checking drain holes. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that Trump is visiting London tomorrow. He was a super cool guy and an ex-Marine too. I mean, those are the types of dudes I imagine I would want to be in the Secret Service. Like if I needed Secret Service detail, I would want some ex-military anything and probably some retired NFL football players. Let's be real. So that sounds really cool, Andrew. Yosef, I have been just doing some dishes, putting away some stuff. I'm about to do a little show and tell from birthday weekend. I have loads of gifts here from family and friends. It was a very, very fun birthday weekend. Just gonna rinse this out really quick. Don't want to forget about my coffee either. Alright, let's call that good. And grab my coffee from back here. Ooh! Got my nice decaf espresso in here. I'm gonna put some almond milk in this. I'll turn the camera around as well, just so that it's over this way. Alright, so much stuff, always. Oh. Let's see, there's 31 people here. Amazing. Good to see you all. Alrighty. Brent Lang, yes, Secret Service is dope. Rich says, I wish there was a few more zeros, but I will take 1K, right? I know, like, hey, $1,000 though, like your net worth, like with just one lottery, I don't know if it was a lottery ticket or like a bet or anything, but it's just like, for like minimal effort, your net worth just increased by $1,000. Like, it's nice to have an extra grand to your name, am I right? Let's see, Brent Lang, Andrew Sabini, as an ex-Marine, I am available to be your Secret Service anytime, unless Chelsea are playing. Fair enough, fair enough. I respect the priorities. That's really cool. I don't I don't know if I realized that you are an ex-Marine. Sorry guys, my throat just got really dry. But that is super cool, Andrew, and yes, I feel like anybody who's served in the military just seems like they would be such a natural fit for the Secret Service. Oh, that is tasty. How do you feel about laying down your life for someone else? Great question. I personally, I would say I personally would never go into a job where I would have to potentially lay down my life for the job. So I would never want to be a police officer. I would never want to be a firefighter. I would never want to be in the military. But I can see, there are people in my life who I would be like, yep, take me, like you can take me in order to spare someone's life, like my parents, my sister, easily. Like, I don't have kids, but if I did have kids, like without even questioning or flinching, it would be like, oh yeah, like you can wipe me out as long as like they're okay. I'm happy to go to the great beyond. So I would say for me, like there are certain people who I would be willing to do that for, but I personally don't have an interest in going into a career where that is like a very real possibility. I know some people though feel very called, like obviously if you're going into the Secret Service, like there is the very real chance that you would potentially have to lay your life down for whoever it is that you're the security or Secret Service detail for. Oh my gosh, Chica's hair! Chica, I'm about to start sharing the gift. I've been yapping this whole time. I thought I was gonna do tofu curry scramble, like a cooking live stream tonight, and I'm just like, no, I don't have it in me. I'm just gonna stand here and drink some coffee and do some show and tell. I was talking about the glass pumpkin event earlier, Chica. Lisa with the Cornelius mug emoji. Yes, gotta love it. Such a fave. He's the face of the fall season. Dylan says, that explains why there are massive protests going on there in London. I hope there is no violence. Me too. Ugh, just no more violence, please. It's very distressing to read about and watch on social media. Rich says Lotto Max. Rachie with the celebration emoji. Fun Ventura, only you and I can drink decaf coffee at 10:37 p.m. I mean, it's not regular. I do have caffeinated coffee pods, but I'm not trying to do that for me, it's 9:42 p.m. And it is a work night for me. I go back to work tomorrow, 9 a.m. first thing. Yeah, decaf, yes, I know there's like trace amounts of caffeine, but for the most part, it's decaf. So a little bit of caffeine is fine, but if this was just like straight regular coffee, I don't think I would be able to go to sleep at a good time. Dylan Courier says like goal is 85. I think we could probably get to 100 for this stream. Rich says Lotto Max, it's a Canada-wide lottery. Okay. Andrew Sabini, 14 years in the Royal Marines. Yes, so cool. Andrew Sabini, that mug is very, I'm guessing, festive this time of year. Yes. Chip Broadhead, shame US military, don't compare with the UK and Australian militaries. I don't know what you're saying. US has the biggest and most powerful military in the whole world. Let's just put that on record. Okay, Yosef. Where are you originally from? I am from the United States. Born and raised here in Minneapolis. Barry, jobs with high mortality rates pay big bucks. Sign me up. Yes, but of course, there is a price that comes with the higher pay. And that is that you are in some very real danger. Not just of your life, but, you know, if, say, you know, something happens and you are the security, I keep saying security, the Secret Service person who is in that event that happens, and some, you know, there's like some crazy person, someone is acting violent, you could have like a permanent injury, you could be paralyzed. I mean, there's always like there's a reason why, behind every salary, there's a reason why that job pays that salary. And so it's like, Secret Service, yeah, sure, like the pay is great, but I actually haven't done my research, so I'm just gonna take your word for it, but I believe that Secret Service would get paid well. But that's, like, to me, it's like, well, yeah, there's also a huge catch that you could not survive in that line of work, or you could have a life-altering injury, like you could have an injury to your spine, to your brain, to your vision, to your legs. I mean, you could have an amputation occur depending on the type of event that goes down while you're protecting somebody. So it's like, I could never just take a job because of a great salary, because there's always strings attached to a high salary, I would say, in almost every case. Ernest is saying hi to Rachie. I've been lurking while cleaning. Oh, I love that, Chica. I can picture it. I love that. Valerie goes worldwide. Hello. Your fave Mexican is giving emojis to Rach. Lena G, I'm drinking some decaf coffee in my Cornelius candy corn mug, courtesy of my sister Rachie, who's in this chat as a mod. Yabba says, yep, Hannah, Foghorn Leghorn is here from tomorrow. Very expensive meeting with the king. Okay. Really? Really? I need to know more about this. I mean, the thing is, I don't always know what, like, on any given day, I don't know where like, in my whole adult life, like, since I've been aware of a president being around, I haven't on any given day been like, Bill Clinton is in this country this week, or Obama's in this country this week, or George W. Bush is, it's like, I just assume they're going all over the place to do a million different things, because obviously, like, it's a very demanding job. Okay, so Trump visiting, is it King Charles now? Yeah, King Charles III. The UK prepares to welcome Trump for a second state visit. Okay, this is CNN. Yeah, I didn't realize he was going to the UK. I wonder why he's going. Wow. Let's find out. Why is Trump visiting the UK this week? Why is ChatGPT not giving me an answer? Why is he going? Does anybody know? Is it just like, I'm always curious to know, like, why. It's like, oh, he's going to this country this week. Like, he's gonna go to Saudi Arabia. Okay, why is he going? Let's see. Yeah, I can't figure out based on a quick Google search, like, why he happens to be going to the UK this week, but there's gotta be some reason. He wouldn't just go, I don't think. Reaper with coffee emoji, yes. Your mug is so happy. I know, it's kind of goofy. The expression is goofy. Benson Berg says cute mug, thank you. I think it's cute. Some people don't think it's cute, but I think it's cute. Rachel is great, but can she cook? Oh yes, Rachel can cook. Chip Broadhead, T-Rex, hello, thank you so much. I wish Secret Service would go on strike. Why? No. Yosef says, what race are you? I am half European mix and half Ethiopian. T-Rex to discuss making Canada the 51st state. Magic Johnson, are you watching an NFL game? So I've got the live, well, I did. But no, I don't have it playing. I'm actually watching a replay from this weekend. It's Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Yeah. So that's what you might be hearing in the background. Dylan Courier, I never liked Charles. I like his son Prince William and Prince Harry. 3 Spades, yes, this is a candy corn mug, correct. All right, Rich says, yep, Canada is not becoming the 51st state. So goofy. I feel like some of the stuff I hear, I'm like, I feel like this is trolling. Like, why? Like, why would we even want a 51st state? This is goofy. Okay, I want to show you guys some great stuff that I got from my birthday weekend. Sir Johnny of Bravo, good to see you. SM Hannah, what was your favorite thing you ate over the birthday weekend? That was one of my, I had a first poll question this evening, but I'll just type it to you, SM. I had a pick 3 combo at the best Ethiopian restaurant here in the Twin Cities. I picked Monsieur Watt, spicy red lentils, Shiro Watt, which is pureed chickpeas, and Tekel Gomen, which is yellow cabbage. Yosef, thank you very much for the gift. Fun Ventura. All right, so birthday stuff. Let's show you guys some of the stuff that I got. I feel like this is not all of it. Let's actually start, since I've got some cute Halloween stuff going on right here. I'm gonna go over here and grab this amazing candle that my sister got for me. So it says, I'm here for the books, because I ended up getting books as well for my birthday. And this smells so good. The scent of this candle is vanilla chai. Here you go, again. And there's really cute ghosties all the way around this candle. And why not just light it? Because it smells great, it's cute. Just gonna take this burnt wick off of the top. And then I've got this fun little bottle of matches. This was not a gift, but I'm gonna light this candle. Whoa. Gotta love some immaturity in the chat. Dylan Courier, yay, gift show and tell. Yes, get ready for it. SM says, oops, I joined late and missed the poll. Cheryl Watt's my fave. I've made your recipe twice. Yes, I love to hear it. All right, let's light this candle. There you go, beautiful candle. Oh my gosh, Ajinkia, so good to see you. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? Have you started your, wait, I think you just said it. Hello, Hannah, I got PG results, might get surgery, ortho, anesthesia, psychiatry. Oh my gosh, wow. Do you have a preference, Ajinkia? Do you have one of these specialties that you want to be a part of, or practicing in, I should say, as a doctor? That's so cool. Congrats again. So here is the adorable spooky ghost candle that my sister got for me for my birthday. I'm gonna set that right here and hopefully not burn anything. Yay, the books. Yeah, the books candle, Chica. I love it. It's so cute. Yes, Dylan, I love this candle. I agree. It is very cute. Yabba dabba doo. He was invited by the king as a tradition to all presidents of the USA. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Brent Lang, is your sister Prometheus? I'm gonna go with no. Yosef, what is your religion? I actually don't talk about my religious views on here. Kirby with the ghost emojis. Yes. Okay. So I've shown you guys the glass pumpkin that I bought last week. Here's this adorable, did I said pumpkin, hopefully. Pumpkin ghost candle over here. I've got my Cornelius mug with some decaf coffee. I want to use a lot of my live streams between now and honestly, like probably Thanksgiving to make my way through this incredible magazine that my mom got for me. And it's a magazine full of pumpkin recipes. So obviously there's lots of dessert recipes, but there are, like you guys, I wanna make like both of these. Look at these desserts. These whoopie pies look incredible, as do these little tower cakes. But then there's actually a soup recipe I'd like to make this week. It's called pumpkin queso. And I could definitely make this with some vegan cheese and what else is in here? It calls for butter. I could just use some vegan plant butter. But yeah, I want to make this recipe. What else? There were a few other ones that looked so good. Let's see. Ooh, this looked really good. It's like pumpkin and plantain mash. The picture has bacon in here as well, but there's definitely vegan substitutes for bacon that I could use. So this is one of the gifts from my mom. She got me this pumpkin magazine that is just filled with incredible pumpkin recipes. Fun Ventura, the matches. Jinky says, I prefer internal medicine, which I am not getting super confused. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that you're not getting that. All right, next up we have, excuse me, Downton Abbey special edition People magazine for Downton Abbey. I went to go see this on Friday night, which I think is when the movie premiered, and it was so good, you guys, so good. And this entire magazine is dedicated to, it's like behind the scenes, you know, flashbacks to characters from the TV show throughout all the years. It is such a beautiful, well-acted, dramatic period piece, like super stylish. It starts in the 19-teens. It starts in the year 1912 with the sinking of the Titanic. And then this last movie that I went to go see, the year is 1930. So you're watching this family progress through, you know, World War I, the Spanish flu, changing cultural norms for women, It's such a good franchise. Absolutely love it. Trend Head is here. Irish Breakfast. You didn't like the movies. Tom Branson should have been knighted. Okay. I don't think he would have particularly liked that, Tom Branson being an Irish Republican. All right, my sister, as many of you know, she knows how much I love Dave Ramsey. He's one of my absolute favorite personalities on YouTube. I love his podcast. I love his radio talk show. I don't agree with him on everything, but I would say 70 to 80% of what he teaches for financial success. So my sister got me the new Dave Ramsey book called Build a Business You Love, and he talks about basically what it was like to start his business, which is called Ramsey Solution. It's been around for 30 some years. It started in his living room. He just talks about what it is like and like tips for growing a business basically from the ground up. Super interesting. I've started reading this. How far am I in here? I'm on page 47 and I think it's got like 200 pages. So yeah, and it's a pretty like big font and big spacing type of book. So I'll probably finish this within the week. But I'm loving it so far. I absolutely love Dave Ramsey. He's one of my favorite people ever. So highly recommend you check out his content. And I feel like I just have to say this here. Yes, he is a very conservative, very evangelical, like he was very open about being a Trump supporter. Yes, like he is a conservative boomer man from Tennessee. But like politics and opinions aside, what he has to teach is so great. He has helped millions of people get on top of their finances, get out of debt, build wealth, own their homes, help their kids through he has such great advice. So yes, I'm a huge Dave Ramsey fan and I love this book. Robert is in Northern Ireland. Hello, Robert. I should say top of the morning to you because it's probably the wee hours of the morning, of Tuesday morning for you over there. It's currently 10 o'clock exactly in the evening for me on Monday night here in the middle of the United States. NW, that's a British show, correct. Yosef, thank you very much. I heard a lot about Ethiopia growing up. You can see they truly have beautiful women. Thank you very much, Yosef. Happy to be half Habesha. It's such a great culture, heritage. Gotta find a Habesha flag, Ethiopia. Brent Lang, I love the work of Dave Ramsey. Me too. I absolutely love it. He cracks me up. He's got some really zingy like one-liners and he's like kind of sassy. He's very self-deprecating, like he disses himself a lot. He's very funny to listen to. Yabba dabba doo, Downton Abbey, do you think any Oscar nominations likely apart from acting, like costumes director? 100%. I would think costumes or set design, maybe score. I don't know about acting. I mean, I think there's potential for a lot of people to get nominations, but obviously there's like a million competitive movies for that. Irish Breakfast. I'm more a fan of TV episodes as canon, okay. Lisa, yes, the baby steps. I used Dave Ramsey to get out of debt after my divorce. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Oh, the baby steps, I love it. Oh, like, dude, this man, like, it's so cool. It's so cool to see, like, what he's built and also, like, learn about his background. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I just love his teachings and his whole, you know, his whole mindset about getting out of debt, the borrower is slave to the lender, like you are beholden to the person or the people like who you have debts to, like just, you know, don't be a slave to the person who has loaned you money. Like it's just a terrible way to live. Be free of debt. I love that messaging. So yeah, absolutely love Dave Ramsey. This man is a baller. No nonsense, tough, funny. He's gone through personal bankruptcy himself, so he knows what it's like to just be terrible with money, make all the mistakes, and now he's built a crazy successful business empire. SM, Dave Ramsey helped me pay off my student debt and get an emergency fund together. Way less stress in my life as a result. Yep. So good. So good. I love him. I cannot say it enough how much I love Dave Ramsey. Spencer Montgomery said, hi. Irish Breakfast. Is Tom Branson in the newest movie? Yes, he is. Tom Branson was one of my favorite characters. I also liked Matthew. Yes, I loved them both. Tom Branson is indeed in the final movie. Fun Ventura, how's your book coming? You know, I'll admit, I have not been writing consistently over the summer. I need to get back into it, so that is something I'm kind of thinking, just like schedule wise, how do I carve out time? Because I feel really stretched to my max at this point between 9-to-5 job, getting enough sleep, doing YouTube, having, you know, still having time for friends and family and fun, and just slowly chipping away at the series of books that I'd like to write about my dad's life. So to answer your question, Fun Ventura, I have what I think it will be 3 books in total covering my dad's life from the time he was a really little kid to basically escaping his country and coming to the US. But I mean, even just outlining the plot points and chapters and the people who will be appearing in the books, it's no joke. Like writing a book, it's very daunting because it feels like, especially at this beginning stage where I've started to write the first book, but it's just a matter of like, I have to also be fact checking and like, you know, looking to see whatever I'm writing, like, is this historically accurate? Like what did Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, like what did it actually look like in the 1950s and the 1960s? So that's the tricky part also, because I'm writing a story, there's different locations, there's different historical people who are in the books, but then I also have to make sure what I'm writing is accurate to the time. Like I couldn't be writing, I have to check like the types of cars. For example, I was writing a scene in the first chapter of the first book, and I even had to stop because I wanted there to be cars like in the city, and I was like, okay, what cars would you have seen in 1960 in Addis Ababa? Like, were there American cars? Were there British cars? Were there, I don't know. I actually had to like do a bunch of research, so it's very tedious, Fun Ventura. But I've already accepted the fact that I don't want to rush through writing these books, and it will just be a years-long process to write these books. SM, Hannah, do you listen to podcasts? If so, any recommendations? The thing is, SM, I'm such a visual person, so I actually don't enjoy listening to podcasts. I cannot stand someone talking in my ear and I don't have like a visual to go along with it. But I actually watch content on YouTube that is also podcast. So let me write those down. Oh, Kirby says we're almost at 100 likes. Sweet. SM. Yes. But I actually watch the video form of the podcasts on YouTube. My faves are Dave Ramsey, the Dave Ramsey Show. Dave Ramsey Show. I think it's the John Deloney Show. He's like a Ramsey personality. I'd have to go through my subscriptions. The Huberman Lab podcast. Oh, and Diary of a CEO. Those are like the 4 that come to mind. Fun Ventura, I guess I don't feel so bad about my book dragging along. Yeah, honestly, it's just, honestly, I'm happy that you brought it up. I'm glad that you asked, Fun Ventura, because I feel like it's always there in the back of my mind, like another day that goes by. It's not that I have any regrets because I'm doing other stuff with my time, but I'm like, I don't like the fact that there have been weeks and months now that have gone by and I haven't carved out any time to sit down and write like just a paragraph, a page, finish a chapter. It's just been kind of like touch and go for several years now. Yeah, part of me loves like getting results pretty quickly, like working on stuff. But the thing is with books, that is just not how it goes. It just takes a long time and it can be very just, you're like, oh my God, this is like a drop in a very big bucket. This is gonna take so long. Kirby saw that comment. Yaman Tube said hi. Yabba Dabba Doo says, okay, next 24-hour marathon is 24-hour book writing. That would be the most boring 24-hour live stream. You guys just watching me write. Fun Ventura, if only people knew the obstacles of a writer. Yes. Your top 3 philosophers. I love this question. Oh my God. Darren Carsberg, your team is playing. No, they are not. They played yesterday and I watched them lose to the Falcons, unless you're talking about a different Minnesota team. Yosef, oh my gosh, this is such a great question. Top 3 philosophers. This is so hard. Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, I'm just gonna start listing them off. Too many to count. I'll go with, how do you do that? Oh, there it is. Soren Kierkegaard. However the hell you spell his name, Kierkegaard. Friedrich Nietzsche. God, how the heck do you spell his name? Friedrich Nietzsche. Alexis de Tocqueville. Thomas Hobbes. And Plato. But so many more. Like, I had to do a lot of philosophy in undergrad, and I know I'm missing some people. I would say Thomas Hobbes is probably my favorite. Maybe my age, but don't like podcasts. SM, LOL, yes, I like to watch the video version of podcasts too. Huberman, oh, Theo Vaughn, yes, I like Theo Vaughn. Mr. Ballin, I don't watch him. What do you think about the Denver Broncos? I have no clue how they're doing this season. Fun Ventura, I will always show concern or intent toward those things you care about. Thank you, Fun Ventura. I love it when people, like, they will ask for kind of like a status update on something they know I'm working on. Like my dad's series of books. So for those of you who don't know, this started back in 2021. Like I audio recorded my dad. I interviewed him. I have like several audio recordings of him on my computer. I've transcribed most of those, just like his own recollections of growing up in Ethiopia, going through a revolution. He was in the army, and then he fled eventually. And so I would love to write a series of books that are based on those events of his life. But it is just like, oh my God, like, I feel like the task of writing a book alone is very difficult. And then like I feel like for me, the biggest challenge is finding the time to write, because I'm balancing a full-time job, like 9-to-5 job, YouTube content with collab deadlines, making sure to see friends and family, and just, enjoy my life, get enough sleep, stay healthy, train for races. And then it's like, and also try to carve out time, like blocks of time, to actually sit and think and write. It's been like languishing, and I feel like I need to get back into the writing routine. Fun Ventura, Barry says, I took philosophy, I hated it, everything is, but why? I really liked philosophy just for like just different takes on the world. Ray, I'm doing good, how are you? Fun Ventura, unless we're arguing, then you can keep it. Sloth Queen. I would agree with that statement, yes. Oh yeah, I liked Henry David Thoreau. Excuse me. King Alpha Man Troll, you're an outsider? An outsider to what? I think you need to be more specific with your question. Barry, Father as a book title would stand out to people, especially nowadays. Yeah, the thing is though, it's a series of books. There's going to be 3 as I'm planning it out. So I don't know, because for example, I love the Game of Thrones series, and each of those books obviously has a title. Like the name of the series, I think is it a Game of, no, I think the series is called A Song of Ice and Fire. And then the first book in the series is A Game of Thrones, and then it's, I forget the order, it's like Storm of Swords, A Feast for Crows, I'm forgetting all of them. Dance of Dragons, I think, is one. So for me, like, same with like the Chronicles of Narnia. It's like there's a million books that each have their own title, but there's like this overarching title of the series. And so that's like what this is. I mean, this is like, I won't have to finalize this for a while, but I've had the question in my mind for years of like, what would the overarching name of the series be? And then what would the name of each individual book of the 3 books be? Like, and I just think it'll become clearer as I write more. It's like, oh, like this definitely should be the title of this book, and then book number 2 should have this title because it's centering around this major thing. I have some working ideas, but nothing where I've felt like, yep, 100%, that's it. That I feel like my guess is that with authors who have written series of books, like J.K. Rowling, I'm sure there was a point where she's like, yep, this first book is gonna be the Philosopher's Stone or the Sorcerer's Stone. But nothing so far has felt like, bingo, that's the name of the book. Ray says, I'm okay. My band director told me that I need to be an adult today after I forgot my marching shoes one time. Oh, I'm sorry. Dance of Dragons, yep. Ray. Okay, I think I'm remembering correctly. Didn't you have like, I feel like you said you had like spinal injections or like spinal surgery of some kind, and you were able to walk recently after a lot of pain. I think that was you, but tell me if I'm wrong. Barry Yabba Dabba Doo. Who was the philosopher in Harry Potter's Philosopher's Stone? It was, I think, Nicholas Flamel. Because Nicholas Flamel had created that stone of, I think it's like everlasting life, basically. Whoever has the stone can live forever. Arturo, you blossomed so much since you turned 32. Wow, I've blossomed in 2 days. David, what did you cook for dinner tonight? I thought I was gonna cook tofu scramble tonight because I'm a little short on groceries. None of that has happened. Instead, I've been showing all these lovely gifts that I got for my birthday 2 days ago. So to kind of recap what I've shown so far, this is a vanilla chai candle with some very cute ghosties. I'm trying to get the light to catch this so you can see what it says. I'm here for the books because I love books, and this is like the perfect, like, light a candle, get cozy, and then just like tuck in with a great book. Speaking of which, my sister bought me the new Dave Ramsey book, and I plan to finish it this week and give it to her. She's like, give it to me when you're done, because we both like Dave Ramsey. He's a wonderful, I mean, geez, he's got so many things you could title him as. He's a CEO, he's a radio host, he is a financial coach, he's an author, he is I would say like the patriarch of the Ramsey family. Like, his business is called Ramsey Solutions. They have a radio show, they have a podcast, they have a YouTube channel, they have a studio just outside of Nashville where they have a live studio audience. You can watch it every weekday, Monday through Friday on YouTube. Like, there's always a live stream and like video uploads to the channel. People call into Ramsey Solutions with literally any financial question you can think of. It can be, I'm going to college and I don't want to go into debt. My spouse just passed away and they didn't have a will. What do I do? I am divorced and I have 4 kids, and I have 2 cars and I have a mortgage. What do I, like, literally any type of financial question, like, people call into his show and he'll like break down, like, okay, how much debt do you have? Are you single? How many kids do you have? How much do you have invested? Do you have any retirement accounts? Do you have an emergency fund? Let's talk about, like, someone will say, okay, I have $50,000 in debt. And he's like, okay, what type of debt do you have? Like, how much of it is credit cards? How much of it is in car notes? How much of it is your mortgage? How much of it is student loans? And then he tells them, like, okay, this is what I would do in your shoes. I would attack this debt first, and then I would go to this type, and then I would sell one of your cars, get some money to throw at this debt. Like, it's super cool to hear this guy just, like, in real time develop a plan for the people who call into his show to just, it's like, how can I, like, how he would attack the debt and the financial issues that people call into his show with. It's like, you learn I've learned so much about, like, just wills, probate law, what else? Mortgages, car payments. I didn't even know you could lease a vehicle, but that's something that people call in about. 401ks, Roth IRAs, traditional IRAs, or I'm probably getting them all wrong, but it's like, he talks about so much stuff on here. It's a great, great, great show. All right. Ray is saying, yes, I have had 2 spine injections so far. I'm having surgery October 28th. Injections are still working, but I've been very sore the past few days. Sorry to hear that, Ray. Ugh. Anybody who has to deal with chronic pain, I can't relate to that myself, but man, that just sounds so tough. Randy says, keep staying on for a little bit later. I mean, I've been on here for 2 hours. I probably should get going. Brent Lang, Ooh Vanilla Chai, Unique Chi is here. Also, we're almost to 100 likes, guys. We're so close. Barry, Dellen, I wish I could smell your candle. It is so good, you guys. It's Such a lovely candle. All right, we've got Barry saying, what are the virtues and character strengths you want to portray about your pops? You don't have to answer. I don't know, something to think about. No, I think that's a great question. And my dad is the central character of the book series. So certainly I have to think about like, what character traits am I showcasing in this series of books that are about my dad's life? I would say really smart, not persistent. He is, there's a better word. It's not quite persistent, but I would say like intelligence, courage, mischievous, what's the word I want, like mischief, mischievousness, resilient. Those are like the four. Mischief, intelligence, what did I say? Mischief, intelligence, courage, and resilience. Those are the four that come to mind. Dylan, thanks for telling me about Dave Ramsey. I've never heard of him. I'll check out his books. Yeah, and also check out his YouTube channel. I am subscribed to his YouTube channel. I turn it on so many days. Just play it in the background. It's so great. Yosef, I hope you live stream tomorrow. So I do not live stream on Tuesdays. I'll be live streaming on Wednesday night though at 8 p.m. So my schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time Zone in the United States. Too evil to hope, no tasty recipe being prepared tonight. I thought I was gonna cook, but honestly, I didn't have it in me, too evil to hope. So no cooking tonight. I am planning though, between now and Wednesday night, I'm gonna go through this pumpkin recipe magazine that my mom gifted to me for my birthday, and I kind of have my eye on two recipes. I'm not feeling as sweety, like dessert sweets. I'm feeling more like hearty autumn dishes. So on Wednesday, here's what I'm planning to make. I would like to make this pumpkin queso soup. Of course, I can veganize it. And then to go with the soup, I'm planning on making some pumpkin cornbread so that I can dunk the pumpkin cornbread into the pumpkin queso soup. So stay tuned for that, but no cooking, no baking on tonight's live stream. I decided to just chat with people. Also, we made it to 100 likes. Thank you, everybody. I gotta close this poll also. SM, yep, resilient. Jorge, good to see you. How are you doing today? Who won the last football game you were watching on your last live stream? What was I watching? I don't even remember. But I'm doing good today, Jorge. Ray, I have our first marching band competition of the year on Saturday. Have fun. I hope it's cooler than last year because it was over 100 and it was miserable. Honestly, Ray, given all of the health stuff that you've gone through, I feel like you should just be careful with your body, especially because like you're in band, I'm assuming you have to be on your feet for a lot of this. I don't know what instrument you play in the band, but I'm guessing you have to use like your lungs, and you've had all this spinal like injections and surgery and stuff. I'm like, and now you're talking about 100-degree heat recently. Just, oh my gosh. All I can say is like, have fun, but please take it easy, and just, if anyone has legitimate reasons to like sit out for a bit or just take a rest, it's definitely you with all of your recent medical stuff. Barry says he sounds like a Gryffindor 100%. If I were to, well, not me, but I would say if my dad were to go to Hogwarts and have the sorting hat put on his head, he is so, when I think of the Gryffindor attributes, I feel like very, very Gryffindor. I feel like he's incredibly hardworking, incredibly smart, very brave, but also kind and ambitious and just like funny. It's like it's not all like business and intensity. I feel like he's very, very goofy. And people really like him. I feel like he's the kind of person where it's just like I can't think of somebody who wouldn't like my dad, because he just gets along with people. He's very easygoing, very chill. I feel like he's intense, but it doesn't, I feel like that vibe, you don't get that vibe like in a social setting with him. I feel like he's more just like self-directed, very driven, really wants to be excellent, but it's not like his whole identity is like, I'm an intense person. It's like I think there's a time and place where he's very, studious and serious. And there's plenty of time where he's just like goofy, fun, hangs out with his buddies. He's a biker. He likes to go out on bike rides. He's very fit. But yeah, I feel like of all the house traits in Hogwarts, Gryffindor feels like the most accurate fit for him. Deshaun, you look like a beautiful activist wife from the movies. I need an example. I'm so intrigued by this description. I've never had this comparison before. You look like a beautiful activist wife from the movies. Is it like the picketing women from the, I don't know, from like the 1940s or something? Stan Dawn, oh my gosh, you're saying you're the mixed Martha Stewart. That's hilarious. P. Abayata, hello, rich with all the members emojis. Too evil to hope. That reminds me of a MasterChef challenge where you have to prepare a meal with a specific ingredient featured. Dylan Courier says, pumpkin cornbread sounds delicious. I know, I cannot wait to make this cornbread. Rach says, OMG, yum. Rachy, when is your next 24-hour live? I didn't realize you already had one. Yup, we've decided, because of course after the Labor Day 24-hour live stream, people were like, when is your next one? When is your next one? And I was like, well, let me just look ahead and see when I could do another one based on my vacation time and long weekends. So I'm gonna close this poll and let you know. Von Gray, who is your target audience? Literally everybody. I try not to be like overly / intensely vegan on here, because it's like I'm vegan, but I don't like care what other people eat. I don't swear on here because I want all my content to be like family friendly. You could watch it at work, on your lunch break. I don't do anything that's like mature or adult on here, and I do not talk about my political views. I don't talk about my religious views. I don't talk about my personal, private, romantic life on here, and I don't feature like identifying information like my employer. But I try to avoid types of speech and topics or content that would like limit my audience, because I would like to reach as many people as I can. So I don't really think I have a target audience, if I'm being honest. Von Gray. Rach says, okay, I saw that comment. Trading X Sniper Bitcoin. I know nothing about Bitcoin, so I don't own Bitcoin. I don't know anything about crypto. I invest in stuff I understand, and I do not understand any of the cryptocurrencies. SM is going to bed, or saying goodnight. Good night, SM. Thank you. Stand on. Sometimes I bake on here. Yes, I also have loads of long form videos and shorts on my channel featuring baking recipes. Dylan says, yay, 103 likes. Now it's 105. Kirby saying goodnight to SM. Dylan, what house would you be in Harry Potter? You're Slytherin. So I did the Harry Potter sorting quiz on my 24-hour live stream a few weeks ago, and I got sorted into Ravenclaw. KJ, thank you. Georgia is here. Ray says, I don't have to march, so I don't take breaks. I play the bass synthesizer. Wow. Okay. So, second trivia question, who knows when my next 24-hour live stream will be? So, top choice was October 1 to 2. Nope, not October 1 to 2. Next choice that got the second most was November 29th to 30th, and that is the right answer. Everybody, mark your calendars. It's the last 2 days of November. That also happens to be Thanksgiving weekend. So just remember that my next 24-hour live stream is going to be over Thanksgiving weekend. It will be the Saturday to Sunday of that weekend after Thanksgiving. So Saturday, November 29th to Sunday, November 30th. And the plan for that 24-hour live stream at the end of November is going to be basically getting completely ready for Christmas. I will be putting up my Christmas tree, putting on the lights, putting on the decorations, baking Christmas cookies, wrapping early presents, probably doing some holiday crafts, making hot chocolates. There's a million things I could possibly do. So stay tuned for that. I know it's still over 2 months away, but just so you know, I will be doing another 24-hour live stream in advance of the Christmas season. Barry, oh my gosh, so funny, the bun drop from the 24-hour live stream. Blue, thank you. Thank you, Reaper, for the 100. Yabba Dabba Doo, when you panned round to the coffee bar, is that a map of Minnesota? I never noticed it before. So I can actually show you really quick the Minnesota artwork on my wall over here. So yeah, so I was over here earlier. This is hard to do when I can't see the camera. Let me just flip this around. So this was the coffee bar where I made coffee earlier. And then this is what Yabba Dabba Doo is asking about. So it's not a map of Minnesota, but this is a family friend artist who made this. And we went to one of the art fairs where she was showing her work. And I decided to buy this from her. And I just thought it was really pretty with all these wildflowers and tree branches and leaves and stuff. So yes, this is a family friend who made that artwork, and I thought it would be perfect in my kitchen. All right. Ordinary Reaper says, how's everyone doing? Doing good. Yosef, what's your favorite Thomas Hobbes quote? Also, what do you say to yourself to overcome an overwhelming situation? Boy, off the top of my head, I can't think of a quote, but I just remember thinking the whole concept of Leviathan was like crazy amazing. And like, I think the state of nature also too, like before we became civilized as Homo sapiens, it was literally like dog eat dog, like caveman, just tribal warfare craziness. So yeah, I don't have a quote, but I can think of concepts I love from Thomas Hobbes. Also, what do you say to yourself to overcome an overwhelming situation? I tell myself a lot of things. The only way out is through. Gosh, what are other ones? There's a quote where it's like, tough times don't last, but tough people do. I'm trying to think of other go-to things. It's not really like mottos or slogans, but it's basically just, I also remind myself, like whatever I'm going through, I can usually think of multiple people in my life, or just generally people who I know who have gone through way worse stuff for a way longer time. Like I actually have it written down on a little sticky note at my work desk. Whenever I'm feeling like, oh, I'm so bored, I hate this, I don't want to do this. Or I think of like whenever I've been sick for a while, or I'm just going through like a really unpleasant time in my life. It's just like it won't last forever. And also too, I think about like a very extreme example, Nelson Mandela, another person I love from history. That man spent 27 years in prison. I believe he was imprisoned at age 44. And so I think about like, man, okay, the current situation, say it's overwhelming or stressful or whatever, it's like, it's not gonna last forever. This is temporary. In 100 years, I probably will not be around anymore, and like, I won't remember this even in 5 years. But I also think about people where it's like, man, think about having to like think about being in prison for 27 years, or just think about people who have, you know, way worse circumstances than I do. I think just frame of mind, I can usually reframe my situation, and it's like, you know what? I don't have it that bad compared to some people. Another thing I like to remind myself is if I can't change the situation, like for example, like with COVID, during the pandemic, like the lockdowns, everything's canceled, everybody's scared, everybody's like, oh my God. It's like, okay, well, you have the power to, you can control your mindset. You can decide how you think about a situation. So say you find yourself in, I don't know, I'm trying to think. It's like, just, there comes a point where you're like, I can't change this situation, but I can stay in control of my emotions and how I think about this. So yeah, it sucks. But if it's a stressful situation, it's like, is worrying gonna help me? Probably not. Like, if something isn't gonna actually help me or change the situation, then I'm like, I don't really think I should worry about this, or let my brain be consumed by this, because it'll eventually pass one way or another. And two, it's like I'm just wasting energy worrying, fretting, planning, and it's just like, no, just chill out and carry on. Keep calm and carry on. That's another motto. I actually have it on my vision board. Keep calm and carry on. I will say this too, with a lot of really horrible news headlines, it's like, it's like sad, like very depressing to see all the bad headlines, but at the same time it's like, well, it's a bummer, but like, me feeling horrible all day about this won't change what happened. It's not helping me in any way. So it's like, yeah, I can react to it, but at a certain point I'm like, I just gotta move on and stop thinking about this, because me having all these, you know, sad, negative feelings about some horrible news piece or current event, it's like, I just can't let it consume my life, because ultimately, whatever I think about it, it doesn't change the situation. So I might as well just take control of how I feel. Charmaine, hello. Riley Hudson, I do remember you. Ordinary Reaper, yes, Ravenclaw. That's what I got sorted into. Randy says halftime for the Chargers game. Rocking with Cowboy is here. Dylan got the poll wrong. Just remember, it's the last 2 days of November, and don't worry, I will be continuously reminding you guys of the 24-hour live stream at the end of November. Yabba dabba doo, are you working from home tomorrow, or do you have to go into the office? I am planning on working from home tomorrow, honestly, coming off of a very busy, like 5-day weekend where my sleep schedule shifted. Like, I just was sleeping in, I was making sure to get as much sleep as I could. If, like, in my head, I'm like, it's not necessary, and I have flexibility for which, you know, if I want to commute or if I want to work from home. So I'm like, you know, fresh off of a 5-day vacation. Like, I don't have any meetings tomorrow. I got nothing except emails and tasks I gotta get caught up on. And I'm like, tomorrow, like, I know it's gonna be an adjustment having to get up early for work, but I'm gonna give myself a little more time to sleep by skipping my commute and just working from home, because it just, there's less steps. I won't have to pack a lunch. I won't have to, there's like so much more you have to do when you commute in versus work from home. So I am planning on working from home tomorrow. I will go into the office at some point for the rest of this week. I just haven't decided which day or which days that's gonna be. Oatmeal cookie, hello. I love oatmeal cookies. I haven't had one in forever. Barry says that one was easy just because it took you a while to make up some dates. Drunken Chef Barbecue, hello. Thank you so much. I love those comments. Dylan, that artwork is pretty. Yabba dabba you got it right. Brent Lang, Prince or MJ? MJ, I'm not the biggest Prince fan. Jay-Z is here. Stacy, thank you very much. Barry, it still is doggy dog out there, just more civilized. This is true. Yes, the world is still a brutal place, but at the very least, we are not living in caveman times anymore. There is the rule of law. Things will happen to you. If you break the law, you will be prosecuted. You will go to prison. It's like there are actual consequences for uncivilized behavior versus in the before times, like the state of nature that Thomas Hobbes talks about. In Leviathan, it's like, it was just like, it was like the natural world where you see like a bear ripping apart a caribou for dinner. It's like, it was just such a brutal world pre-human civilization. Mama's here, overwhelming situation. This is an opportunity to learn something. Exactly. I forgot to say that. Whenever I am going through tough times, I always think of the question, what am I supposed to be learning in this difficult season? Because those are the seasons that make you a tough person. It's not the easy seasons, it's the tough seasons. So yes, what should I be learning from this? Barry, things could always be worse. Yes, that is like, in my experience, that statement has always been true. Whenever I have gone through my own challenges in my life, things could have been exponentially worse than they were. I can't think of a single time where I was like truly in the utter chaos of a horrible situation. No. Luckily, I have not found myself in that kind of a situation, which is great. Chief of DC, thank you so much for the blessings. Barry, only thing you have control of in your life is yourself and how you react. Exactly. Yep. That's another thing. I don't know if it was Dave Ramsey who said this or someone else I was listening to, where it's like, in life, you can't always control what happens to you. Like, say you live in Florida and a hurricane wipes out your house, or you live in California and your house was burned down in the wildfires earlier this year. It's like, you don't always get to control what happens to you, but you can always control how you react to it and what your mindset is about that thing that happened to you. So you do have an element of control about how you respond to things that happen to you in this life, which I think is great. Okay, Brent Lang, thanks. Let's see. Dylan, don't worry about it until time comes to pass, then worry about it, everything will work. Jerry Young, Reginaldo from Austin, Texas. Dylan says, I would vote for you, Hannah, thank you. Oh man, Barry, yes, Marcus, I forgot him. Marcus Aurelius is one of my favorite philosophers. I totally left him off of my list, but he is so great for Stoicism. I love Marcus Aurelius, yes. This too shall pass, exactly, yes. Loon Deep is here. No, I am not a politician. Frankie Mill, good to see you. Dylan, that is an interesting perspective. Lord Venom, good to see you. Yosef, you're totally right about controlling your mindset. We humans tend to forget how powerful the mind is. I must say, you're really smart. It's hard to come across smart people. I think there's lots of smart people. It's just smarts are not always like school smarts people. I will say, I think there's some really, really smart people, but they're extremely clever artists. They're extremely clever on the fly. They can think and improvise very quickly. So yeah, I think there's loads. I think you can measure intelligence in many different ways, and I think there's loads of smart people. John Zardi, Clesio, good to see you. Lord Venom, thank you, Frankie Mill. Indy Joe, thank you so much. I haven't even gotten through. I was doing a show and tell of my birthday presents from this weekend, and it's just, I have like digressed into different things. But yes, my birthday was 2 days ago on Saturday the 13th, so I am 2 days into being age 32, and so far I love it. Juana said hi. Christopher, no cooking tonight. It's been more of a chill and chat and coffee and birthday gift show and tell kind of a night. Juana, I do not comment on any type of political situation. Clesio, thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, Frankie. All right, let's show you guys a few more of these great gifts. So my dad got me this cool book, another like business, I would call it like a business self-development type of book. It's called Rewrite Your Rules, and it's written by a CEO, female CEO, this lady back here. Super young, super accomplished, obviously, wrote this whole book. Yeah, this is about like the 3 bullet points I'm reading. Master yourself, master your method, master your growth. I just love books like these, like personal development, business. It doesn't even have to be business, but it's more just like working toward goals, making realistic plans, reevaluating goals, setting new ones once you make it to certain goals. So another very fun, motivating book. And then, oh my gosh, okay, so I'm gonna show this first. My sister, she gave me her gifts in this beautiful woven basket. It's got these lovely handles on the sides that have little buttons you can snap, but also, like, this is a full-blown handle. So I'm thinking of putting this in my bathroom and having like hand towels in here as like a little organizer bin. This is so cute, you guys. Oh my goodness, this was a present from my parents. So look out, Cornelius. You've got some competition. I've actually never seen a mug like this. So you all know that I love squirrels so much. Take a look at this mug. Is that not the cutest mug you've ever seen? The thing I think is so funny is picturing this mug being filled to the top with coffee, whatever, drink, and then as you're drinking, slowly you're gonna see this guy's head emerge from the beverage. But yeah, there's this cute little squirrel that's peeking out from inside of the mug, and I think it's very cute. I know, I feel like if I'm not careful, I'm gonna go like this right into the flame and then just be like, ah. So I'm trying to avoid the candle. Thank you, Juana. Barry, did she make that? This mug? No, this was a store-bought mug, if that's what you're asking about. Dylan, are you going to do a color book challenge or a rainbow bookshelf? I don't think so. Yes, I know, Rich. Like the ultimate squirrel mug. How cute is this? Even just like seeing his little face. We need to come up with a name for this guy. We've decided the name of this mug is Cornelius the Candy Corn, but we also should come up with, we should like crowdsource a name for the little squirrel in this mug. I can't think of one right now. Hello, Cannabis. Yosef says, the mind is our greatest asset and also can be our own worst enemy. I always try not to allow my mind to betray me, and it helps me overcome all obstacles in life. Yes, 100% mindset is not everything, but I feel like it trumps everything else, because you can be like you could be the smartest person, you could be so well rehearsed, like practicing, like you've done everything correct, you've planned for everything, but I feel like if your mindset is so off, where it's like you're doubting yourself, this will never work, oh my god, I'm gonna mess up, oh my god, it's gonna be terrible, oh my god, I'm gonna be so embarrassed when this goes wrong. I feel like if your mindset is like that, I feel like it can like negate all of the hard work that you've done, whether it's, I think about people who have like professional athletes who like go out onto a football field and they have to perform under pressure, or someone who is like a actor and they have to go out onto a theater stage and like act out their lines and their roles. And it's like, if you just have like a terrible mindset of like, you could be like Meryl Streep level talented, but if you're just full of doubt and fear and second guessing, all of these just negative things, it's just like, man, you can undo so much good work with like not a great mindset. Fun Ventura, how about Ventura? Oh, for the squirrel. Evil Neuro. I love the earrings, thank you. I wear them on every single live stream. Dylan says this mug is cute, is amazing and so cute. Yes, so this is a birthday gift I got from my parents on Saturday at the Ethiopian feast that I had for birthday dinner. Jujube, I did not work today. I had today off of work, so I've been off of work. It's been a 5-day weekend. I didn't work last Thursday, I didn't work last Friday, and I did not work today, but I am going back to work tomorrow. I have been enjoying my time off. It's been great. Frankie Mill, I actually don't paint my nails a color. These are my natural nails. I use clear nail polish to keep my nails really strong. Otherwise, they get really beat up because I wash a lot of dishes, I do a lot of cooking, I do baking, like I'm in my kitchen a lot, and water just weakens your nails. So this is clear nail polish. This is actually my natural nail color. Barry, did your sister make that basket? No, she did not, but at this point I feel like she could, because she has been going to town on her sewing crafts. You guys should go follow my sister, Create with Rachel. She was in here earlier. Yeah, she's crafting her sewing empire. Just you wait. She'll have stuff to purchase in no time. Barry, Frankie Mill. Oh, Garfield, you want to name the squirrel Garfield? Shlomo, good to see you. Acorn for the name. Frankie Mill, yes, I do have freckles. Ashley, how are you? How are the triplets and your whole fam? Sippy the squirrel, that's cute. Goldie, oh, for golden gophers, I like that. Goldie is good, even though, yeah, this is a squirrel, but I like Goldie. Dylan, sunflower, Barry, Bean, the coffee cup squirrel. Oh, these are all so good. I'm gonna have to think on all these suggestions. Coffee bean for the squirrel. Basir, Barry, Folger, the foraging squirrel. Basir, my name is Hannah. Frankie, you want to go back to college? I think that was your question. No, I don't really have any plans to go back to school. Yabba Dabba Doo says hi to Ashley. Name the squirrels poll questions? I don't know, because the thing is, the YouTube polls only let you list 4, And I feel like I saw at least eight names that I liked in the chat, so I don't know. Bishop Bullwinkle, my vacation ends today. Same here, Bishop Bullwinkle. I've been off since Wednesday night of last week, and I go back to work tomorrow. I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna have so many emails waiting for me, and I'm like, no. But it is what it is, whatever. Can't change the circumstances, so I gotta change the mindset. As I was saying earlier, it's like, hey, I gotta go back to work. I don't have indefinite vacation time, so change the attitude if I can't change the circumstances. Exactly. You said don't want to go back, but the bills don't pay themselves. Exactly. Miss One, Detroit Lions beat down the Bears yesterday. I forget, I think I saw the score and it was pretty brutal. Jeff Kidd, Clesio Silva, yes, I love coffee. I drink it every day. How about Bullwinkle? Perhaps. I need to sit on the question of what to name this little guy, because there's so many good names. I'll buy you college. Oh, that's fine. I've already gone to college. You don't need to buy college for me. Dylan Courier, split 2 poll names for squirrels and then put most votes against each other. Okay. At least I had my birthday off. Same. Yes, Bishop. That is exactly, I mean, my birthday was Saturday this year, so it was a weekend, but I had days off before and after the birthday weekend, which was really great. Brent Lang, Squirrel Nutkin from the children's books. Oh, I don't know that character. Let's see if I can quickly run through some other birthday stuff really quick, and then I should get going because it is getting, oh my God, literally, I feel like it was just 10 a.m. and now it's 10 p.m. and now it's 11 p.m. Jeez Louise. Okay, last few gifts to show you guys from the week. So my mom got me some chocolate. I absolutely love chocolate and raspberries. That's my favorite chocolate and fruit combination. So lovely chocolate bar, XOXO Choco Love this brand of chocolate. I got some tasty chocolate sea salt granola from this wonderful brand called Purely Elizabeth. This is vegan. It has the little vegan logo on the back. And then oh my gosh, I've got all these Nespresso coffee pods for my coffee machine. Some of you guys saw it earlier. So I'm loaded on coffee options. I also, my mom got me this terrific, I cannot wait to use this. I haven't even cracked into this because I've just got so much coffee to get through, which is great. This is cold brew concentrate from Starbucks, and it's limited edition pumpkin spice cold brew. So I'm guessing you pour this out and then you dilute it with milk or something. But yes, this is like waiting for me to crack into at some point. I almost forgot this, but this was another really cute gift from my sister. She got me this spooky ghost soap dispenser. It's still empty. I need to fill this up with soap, but I just think this is so cute. I love that it's see-through as well, so you can see the color of the soap. Bishop Winkle, Yabba Dabba Doo, Frank, Dylan Courier. All right. Another thing I almost forgot. My sister, oh my God, and these are frozen so I can actually show you. My sister got me this silicone ice cube tray, and these ice cubes, I kind of want to just keep this on here for now, but can you tell what these are? Hopefully you can. So she got me a skull ice cube tray so I can make spooky drinks. Pretty sweet. And then I think there's one more thing in here. You guys will really like this. Ventura, thought that was a bong. Yeah, not gonna see that on here. Shane, thank you. Frankie Mill. I don't want to have kids. I think you as well. No, actually, I do want to have kids. The football game is still on, says Randy. Dylan, the ghost soap does, oh really? That's so funny because obviously at the top you can tell it's a soap dispenser. You've never read Beatrix Potter. Oh yes, I've read that. What is it? Is it not Brer Rabbit, but is it Peter Rabbit? Look at these socks, you guys. This is the last thing I'm gonna show you. So, fun squirrel socks with great little squirrel illustrations. And then the bottom of the sock, they say, my spirit animal is a squirrel. I thought that was so funny. So lots of great squirrel stuff. I got these socks, and then I also have this mug with the squirrel inside of it. Sports Money is here. Chuck Robbins, good to see you. So that is not everything that I got for my birthday, but I would say those are like the main hits of my birthday presents. So I got great socks, I got loads of coffee, tasty granola. I'll put this by my Catalina Crunch over here. I'm discovering things sitting around that I had kind of put away, but were gifts. My sister got me this Tazo pumpkin spice chai. I tried it yesterday and loved this. Yeah, that's basically everything. And geez, I feel like I still have so much that I have to actually like put away from this weekend because there were lots of gifts, there were lots of cards, coffee. I need to start gathering ingredients to do the pumpkin recipes on Wednesday night for the live stream. The pumpkin soup as well as the pumpkin cornbread. So, oh, loads of stuff. I feel like no matter how much time you have off, there's always stuff you're like, dang it, I didn't get to that, I didn't get to that. Let's see. Let's see, Chuck Robbins. Barry says dope. Rich with all the squirrel emojis. Let's see, Dylan Courier, thanks for showing and telling. So much fun. You're welcome, Dylan. Explore the fun. Hello. Thank you for the tips and subscribing. Yabba dabba do, make a wish when you blow the candle out. I like that, yes. Chuck Robbins says, yeah, always. Yep, don't burn yourself. There's definitely some heat, like I can feel the heat right above it. So I had my arm like this and I was like, oh, I can feel that. I can feel the, no, I'm not getting burned, but I can just feel that it's like, oh, getting a little too close. Chuck Robbins, yes, I'm 32. I turned 32 on Saturday. So 2 days ago was my B-day and it was a blast. And earlier tonight, I was showing this beautiful glass pumpkin that I got at a fundraiser. It's this really beautiful glass pumpkin event where they have live glass artists blowing glass and making these glass pumpkins. So I went to this event, last week on Thursday night, and I decided to pick out this lovely pumpkin. So I've got this, I have it usually set out in my living room. All the fun spooky stuff here. I feel like this is a great little lineup of items. But I gotta get going, guys, because it's 11:06 on a work night. So and I'm going back to work after being away for many days. So I'm gonna have some catch up to do. Fenventura, Ikimon. I care for you as a person. Thank you. Happy birthday, says Drac. Thank you, Ikimon. You don't look old enough to buy alcohol. Well, I certainly am. I'm 32. Dragolube, hello. I was just showing all my Christmas. What? I was just showing all. I need to go to bed. I was just showing all of my birthday presents that I got from this weekend because my birthday was 2 days ago on Saturday. Dylan is asking, Kirby says it's getting late. I know. I feel like lately I haven't been going late on my lives, but I just felt, I don't know. Time just kept going and now I'm like, oh shoot, it's actually late. I gotta get to bed. Are you going live while decorating for Halloween? Probably at some point. I still gotta plan this out. Dylan, Chris Russell, thank you. PJ's workday tomorrow, says yeah, but have it due. T-Rex, I'll be 50 years old in less than an hour. Oh my God, what? Happy early birthday, T-Rex. That's crazy, that's cool. Brent Lang, I feel that work-life balance or work-work balance. Thank you, Sports Money. It was a great 32nd birthday. Roll is here. Chris Russell is 53. Kirby turning 53. I'm getting old. Frankie Mill, Chris Russell, thank you. Dragolube, happy birthday. Little Smith. All right, so I gotta get going, sadly, because I feel like I could stay on here for a little bit longer. But reminder to everybody, okay, Yosef, I think you should add some personal development videos to your page. We'll see. I'm very strapped for time as it is, but I will always take suggestions for content. T-Rex, 50 years. Oh my God, that's so cool though. I mean, not everyone gets 50 years, unfortunately. So I think of it as a blessing. John, you made it! John Puntney! Just at the end, I'm so glad. Let's see. Sports Money. Rich is saying happy 100th to Kirby. So reminder to everybody, for those of you who are new or you just don't remember, my next live stream is this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. Come on back, chat some more. My usual schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So 4 nights of the week, every other day, starting on Monday. Today is Monday, so my next live will be on Wednesday. John, you're early. Oh man, I mean, the thing is though, guys, let's remember, John is on the West Coast. John is 2 hours before me here in the Central Time Zone. And for those of you who are East Coast, Eastern Central Time, whatever it's called, Eastern Standard Time, I get it, John, because it's 11 p.m. for me, but it's only 9 p.m. for you. The night is very young for you and everybody out on the West Coast. So no worries. Eastern Central Time. Okay. Really? I thought it was EST. EST. I'll have to look. But anyways, that's it for tonight's live stream. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Man, so many thank yous. There were gifts from Reaper. There was a super chat from Andy Herring NYC. Oh no. There were other super chats. Yusuf gave one. I don't know if Yusuf is still here. And there's one more. I feel like it was Recorrec/Black. But thank you for the super chats, everybody. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribe. Thank you for all of your comments. Thank you to my mods. I think it was John and Rachie who were here tonight. Members, thank you as always for being members. And yeah, just thank you for all of your kind comments and questions. I love chatting with you all, and I could keep going tonight. It's tough. I mean, I gotta cut this off because I gotta go to work tomorrow. Larry Middleton, good to see you. Thank you, John Puntney, for the birthday wishes. Good night, Kirby. It is EST. That's what I thought. I was like, I know I'm positive there's an S in there. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thanks for confirming what I believed to be true. That's a wrap, says Yabba Dabba Doo. Yes, Shanna, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. It is EST. Okay, guys, thank you, everybody. Great night as always, and I will be live again 2 nights from now. Wednesday night, it will be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, so just, figure out what that means for your time zone if you're not in Central Time. And I plan to be cooking some fun pumpkin recipes from that magazine I was showing you earlier. So look forward to that. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great couple of days, and I will see you again on Wednesday night. Take care, everybody.